Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. Last time, we defeated the underwater kraken in the underwater dungeon that actually was very long and involved a lot of running around and getting into random encounters. And this time, I'm not entirely sure where to go, so there's two places on my mind. There's this waterfall dungeon that's on my mind. I'm not exactly sure... I can't say I remember what I did the last time I came through here, and that wasn't even that long ago. I've already forgotten, but I don't think I was able to get very far in it. And, there's also, over, I believe, this way, on this continent, well, I guess there's two things on this continent. There's the Mirage Tower over here, which people have been sort of alluding to going into, but I haven't really been able to figure out how you're supposed to do that yet, because when I walk into it, I don't go into it. And there's also, I recently picked up the Rosetta Stone, and that will probably allow me to do something down here. There really is no place for me to park my airship. It's really annoying. So I'm gonna have to park a couple blocks away and just, I don't know, take a bus or something. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you in town. So if nothing else, I haven't actually gone into this whirlpool yet since defeating the boss, and I believe... Alright, this is the Life Spring Grotto. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go and... Okay, that's different. I meant to, like, talk to the NPC. I'm getting pretty sick of dancing, you don't say. Gotta improve. Gotta be limber to limbo. Alright, all of you have different text. Am I gonna read each and every one of your texts? I like how they're all, like, arranged by color, by the way. Alright, somebody wrote individual lines of dialogue for all, probably, what, 20-something, 30-something of these characters here? I have so many questions. Alright, so some of you are naming different dances. Made it to the Crystal Company. If I work hard enough, I'll be a star. Like, a lot of this is very silly, but I'm also trying to pay attention to it, just in case there's something that's actually important. The theme with the dancing, this game has had an interesting obsession with dancing, I've noticed, and that, like, the very first hint system NPC was the dancer in town, right? And then there have been other NPCs here and there around the world that have been, like, obsessed with, you know, I love legs, and that kind of silly thing. Did not expect... Did you just accuse me of ruining the line? You did. Fantastic. I did not expect dancing to be, like, that big of a deal in this game, but I'm definitely noticing a trend. You actually talked about Cornelia. Interesting. Alright, well, maybe you've also got the problem that I'm standing in your way. I do too. And, like, seriously, you all, probably 30 or 40 of you people, have unique lines of text. Alright, well, that's what... I've talked to every one of these NPCs, and I think now it is time to go and step on what appears to be a, like, warp teleporter. And we can see where we're going now. Okay. Am I gonna, like... My brain, I can't even... Is this what happens to all the mermaids who go above land or something? No, they definitely have feet. That was kind of like the... That was kind of the big deal, is that they all have feet, and I'm actually gonna have to, like, dance if I wanna, like, with these people, if I wanna get through. That's okay, cool. What is even happening? This is amazing. Yeah, I really hope that there's nothing important that any of these NPCs have to say, because I'm not talking to everyone. That'll just actually take forever. Like, if I have to, I'll come back here and talk to everyone at a later point. Probably Life Spring Grotto B3. If I have to, I'll come back here and talk to people, but that'll be off camera, very off camera, and probably with some amount of reluctance. Anyway, that is a dead end. This is that, like, magma ice spike thing, which damages me when I walk through it. Okay, that's stairs. And, is there anything else in here? Okay, I can... This is a very maze. So I started running from these battles because they don't give you that much experience, and I'm just, like, tired of mashing my A button. Like, it's time to give the poor thing a break, you know? This is a treasure chest, spider's silk. What is that for? Do I have any yet? I do. Slows down all foes. Right. Maze. Like, these are the same set of enemies that I've been dealing with since the Earthlink Shrine, or the whatever that Earth Shrine was. So this is like, I'm dealing with these for a very long time. Can I... Okay, so this is gonna... fortunately bring me in a circle. So I don't have to go quite as far to get back. Lifespring Grotto B4. Alright, this is a very familiar looking dungeon and tile set and whatever. I'm just gonna wander in no particular direction. There's stairs. Got a Zephyr Cape from that fight. What does the Zephyr Cape do? I don't recognize the name, so I think it's new. Cape alive with Spirit of Wind, and pretty much everyone can wear that. Okay. If I can use that to raise Stella's defenses a little bit, I will, because Stella's the squishiest. I thought... Okay, so that counts as a helm. Alright, raises my defense a good amount, raises my evasion a decent amount. Oh, it's a shield! Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, that's what the icon was, but I wouldn't have picked something named Cape to be a shield. What are you doing? This is the Mermaid village of Seahold. Okay, a strange man carrying a halberd arrived here not long ago. Apparently he's looking for a sword of matchless power. Since our village is connected to the sea, all sorts of things wash up here. Perhaps that sword is among them. Where is he now? There's a pink mermaid in the room to the north. Try asking her. Okay, I don't have a key item that sounds like it meets that description, do I? Unless you're referring to the Earth Rod, I don't think I have an item that meets that description. Okay. There are other places where mermaids live, yes. It is nice, I suppose. Is this gonna be on the map now? Is there gonna be a mermaid village on the map? No, it doesn't seem that there is. Whisperwind Cove. That is the other one, okay. The other thing like that. Alright. You'd love to see the land someday. Yeah, at this point, I saw a barrel swimming down through the ocean, but that couldn't be. Could it? May or may not have been me. Could also have been the other guy with the barrel, you know? You all seem very surprised that someone like me is showing up here. Why not live here with us? Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll actually just never finish this Let's Play. That big guy is great, you little guys are great, everybody's great. I don't know what I'm supposed to make of that, miss. Let's see, are there gonna be, like, shops down here? I wish I had been born with red fins. Alright. Strange man with a halberd? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He stands out, you know? Head outside and go south. You should find a pink mermaid in a big room down there. She ought to know where he is. She's my little sister, so be nice, you hear? Alright. I've already forgotten which direction you told me to go, and my friend in the sunken shrine said the Warriors of Light came. What? You're the Warriors of Light? Nonsense. I imagined you'd be taller. Alright. Weird fellow with a big halberd. He picked something up and left. It looked like he was heading out of the village. He was going on about how he'd found the ultimate sword or something like that. The way out? It's in a room in the northeast corner of the village. Alright, I hope that... I hope that, like, once I leave here, I can find a shortcut to come back down here a little bit more quickly if I have to. I keep running into this big man lately. Mysterious. Is that gonna be like a Garland the Knight who wasn't behaving himself or something? From like way back in the beginning? Because I kicked his butt a while ago. Alright, I've already talked to all you. And... came running through just a minute ago. Okay, so he was shouting, how do I get out of here? So I told him about the warp zone inside. Honestly, men these days just don't know how to address a lady. What's that? Unlock the door? Alright, I heard you. And that's gonna unlock the door. Alright, so... just before I take my leave, let me see if there's anything... A broken robot. Alright, so we're seeing more of these broken robot things. A whole new batch of stuff washed up today. You never know what'll wash up next. It's so exciting. So, I'm getting more hints of the fallen steampunk civilization from the sky or whatever. It isn't often that anyone besides mermaids comes to our village, I've noticed. How come you haven't gone belly up yet? Oxyal, huh? What'll I think of next? Okay, so it appears that there's a little bit more to this village down this way. This is my favorite cave. I feel at peace here. And... nothing. Okay. Just an empty room. Nothing in it. That's great. Alright. I guess I'll be taking my lead through that door, through the warp zone or whatever. From over in this direction. I'm assuming that this door would have remained locked if I had not done the whole like runaround thing. The way that door is locked. And like talk to all the people who I had to talk about. So I guess this is the at long last, the ultimate sword is mine. Now I can finally go home. Hey, where did you come from? Oh, you mean you're looking for Excalibur too? How rude of me. I mean, the four of you came all this way. Of course I'll let you have the sword. Just kidding. I'd say you've been hitting the Oxyel a bit too hard if you believe that. Alright, Gilgamesh. Alright, this is the, Final Fantasy, if I recall, has always had a thing for naming characters Gilgamesh. I believe there have been a couple Gilgamesh throughout the history of Final Fantasy. For those who don't know, this will be, I suppose, the oldest protagonist in history. Going back to the Epic of Gilgamesh from the ancient Babylonian days. Maybe even before that. But yeah, the oldest recorded protagonist in literary history. So we're just gonna employ our usual strategy of using the attacks that do the biggest numbers, which involves Argus being Argus, Wedge being Wedge, Sarah being Sarah, and Stella. Like, I assume that the magic attack that has the highest MP cost will be doing the most damage. I don't really feel like A/B testing any attacks against each other at this point. You're gonna raise your own defense, that's annoying. I'm gonna Blizzaga you. And hopefully that won't be affected by regular physical defense. We're still doing 400 damage there. Argus and Wedge maybe slow down a little bit. Sarah wasn't doing any damage to begin with. And Stella can keep using ice. Can keep using Blizzaga. And this is going to, like, I haven't been in the habit in this game of, Wind Slash. That sounds exciting. Alright, about 100 damage apiece. More damage than most things have been doing to me lately. I haven't been in the habit of, like, looking up how much HP any of the bosses have in this game the way that I have done in Let's Plays in the past. Mostly just because, like, I don't know. I don't think it's that important, really, at this point. I'm not getting way the heck into the whole walkthrough thing. So I don't really feel the need to like, read off the laundry list of facts and figures about whatever bosses I'm fighting. And these battles tend to be over quickly enough anyway. This is going to be, what, the 4th Blizzaga, maybe the 5th? So probably about, maybe 2,500, 3,000 damage I've done to you so far in this fight. And we can keep going. Alright, that's cool. Might be about time for Sarah to start throwing around some healing magic again. Because, like, you're not doing a ton of damage to anybody, but you're doing enough that I probably shouldn't just, like, completely ignore it. I should probably use a healing spell every once in a while. Argus has still got a ways to go on his health to get back to full health. Wedge, wow, took 500 damage. That's actually a lot. I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? Does Sarah also have a Dispel? Oh, that's only for magic defenses? Don't have one for physical defenses, huh? Like, I could cast Protega, Protera on me. Protega belongs to a different fantasy universe. To raise my own defenses, or I could just have Sarah heal off someone when needed. I don't know. I've been very hand wavy about this. I feel like you're gradually doing more and more damage to everyone, and I feel like that's something I should pay attention to. So we're gonna Kiraja Wedge, and Wedge is gonna be returned to full HP. Argus and Wedge are gonna keep attacking. I'm also gonna Kiraja Argus, and Argus is gonna be returned to full HP. And Stella's my main damage dealer here. If I had a way to negate your physical defense, I would, but I don't seem to. And we're just gonna keep throwing around those blizzards. All right, I've still got like most of Stella's magic attack to play with. So you're going to use Excalibur on Argus. That was actually nothing, because Argus just has that much defense. You can do that, you can do that. Sarah is going to, I said, Protera to raise everyone's defense for a bit, and we'll be able to maybe take a little bit less than 500 damage the next time you use whatever you did to Wedge. I assume that was like a Excalibur or whatever. Wind Slash. That's a magic attack. So that won't be affected by Protera. And okay, I thought that was going to be it, because that damage number took a little longer in my imagination to appear. And I thought that was going to be it, because the damage number doesn't appear when you're on your last hit. Anyway, another round. And we're going to keep healing, and see, everyone's going to return to full health. And Stella's going to do her thing. And you're gonna nullify my defenses, am I? Are you? Oh, you didn't. What does Null All do? Hang on, what does Null All do? I know I have that one. Oh, that's magic defense. Okay, I can do something about that, actually. I do have the Dispel for that, and I hope that's gonna work. And I hope I'm gonna continue to be able to use Blizzaga to do massive amounts of damage to your health. And we missed. Alright, that's great. Again, these status type effects really don't do a lot to bosses a lot of the— Ow! Okay, wow. This suddenly looks harder than I assumed it was gonna be. Okay. Wedge, please go first. Thank you. I also, like— I don't know if there was a probability of being able to use the Dispelling move on you. Or, I don't know if it'll just wear off on its own after, like, 10 turns or whatever. I can use Holy on you, can I? Or, no, I'm gonna keep trying to use Dispel. But suddenly, like, I'm just gonna be doing that much less damage to you all around. I really hope that we're starting to run lower on your— Come on, don't miss. You missed. Starting to run lower on your HP. So I want this fight to be over. The Kraken was over, like, before it was even started. A lot of the other fights were over before it was even started, but this one's lasting a little longer. And I feel like I'd be a little bit nervous. Protera's over here. I feel like I'd be a little bit nervous if I wasn't, like, severely over-leveled from fighting every random encounter in this fight. Like, I can probably outlast a War of Attrition, because you can only really do a lot of damage to one character at a time, it seems. And if that character is Argus, you're just actually just going to be doing 1 damage, and your magic attack doesn't really seem to do all that much. So I'm not worried that you're just going to completely stomp my face in, but just the fact that this is a War of Attrition at all. Okay, that's it. Yeah, the fact that this took any duration of time at all makes me think this really would have been really difficult. That's some Genji gloves if I was about 5 or 10 levels weaker. I hear a lock spring in the distance, so that is going to allow me to open this door. Can I, by the way... no. Alright. I can go through this door. That's cool. And can I leave now? By the way... Alright, I don't really need healing. What level am I? Level 57?